Good afternoon, everyone. We are so excited to be here with you today, and we're grateful that you've taken time out of what we know is your busy schedule to be with us today. One of the things that we're excited about is just sharing some of the enhancements we've made to your retirement sites. But before we jump in, I'd just like to start us with a word of prayer. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for each person who is here. Thank you for the kingdom work that they are involved in. Father, I thank you for the opportunity that we have to serve them. And I just pray that through our time today, we will learn from each other, that we will be encouraged, and Father, above all, that you will be glorified in everything that we do. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, as you know, because you're here today, we have created a custom retirement site for your organization. That means it's been branded with your logo. We use the colors that you use, and we have the information that you share with your employees. And so we're really excited today that we can share some of the enhancements that we've made with that. And the reason that we did this is really very simple. We just wanted to make it easier for your employees to find what they need when they need it, and hopefully make it a little bit easier for you too, because I don't know about you, but I always am looking for ways to make my job a little bit easier. So hopefully we'll be able to do that with some of the things that we shared today. Our presentation isn't going to be really long today. We want to share the new things that we have for you, and we also want to hear feedback from you because that's really important. And so get ready to be engaged with us. We're going to have some poll questions to keep you involved in what we're doing, and we encourage you to reply to those. But before I go any further, I am so excited. So many of you know Heidi. You may have never met her, but you've talked to her on the phone, you've emailed with her. And so I am so excited to have Heidi Lindley here with me today, joining me. Thanks, Heidi, for being here.
Thanks, Jen, for inviting me. I'm excited. It's so good to see so many names I recognize. Many that you're right, I have emailed and spoken to on the phone, and I consider it a privilege and a pleasure.
Isn't she the best? Just love her to pieces. So, as I said, we're really excited to show these things to you today. And you might have questions. If so, there's that little icon on the bottom that says more. Just click that and then click the Q&A icon and put your questions in there. When we get to the end, we'll make sure that we look for the questions and try to answer those if you have any. If we don't have time, we want to honor your time today. If we don't have time for that, we'll make sure that we get back in touch with you. So, I like to talk about prizes. How about you, Heidi? Who doesn't love a good prize? So today we have a $5 gift card for each of you for attending. We are so grateful that you've spent time. So you will each receive a $5 gift card to your email, and I've been told it is for 2,000 different places.
Oh, wow.
So do you want coffee? Do you want a snack? Have you had your eye on something? Chances are you're going to be able to at least put $5 toward that. So really excited to be able to share that with you. But in addition to that, we do have one grand prize winner. And at the end, we will do a drawing to receive this wonderful Servant Solutions, if I can get it right.
It's so big.
Trunk organizer. Who can't use a good trunk organizer? And it's still warm in Indiana, but the cool weather's coming. So we've got a cozy blanket for you. We've got a hat. We've got a cup. So we're really excited. So stick with us to the end, and we'll have that drawing for someone to get that prize.
The hat is awesome. I love it. It's so cool.
Really fun. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start right away with one of our polls. So get that mouse ready. We want you to all respond. And Jody, and by the way, I need to say something about Jody.
Yes.
In the background, you don't see her, but Jody on our team is running this PowerPoint and this poll production. So a huge shout out to Jody.
Yes.
Thank you. We couldn't do what we do without you. But this is our first poll question. When was the last time you visited your organization's retirement microsite? And you can choose within the past month, within the past 6 months, it's been a while, I haven't visited it yet, or wait, I didn't even know we had one. So go ahead and just check the box that applies to the answer that best represents how you feel about that. And I just want to be sure to say, there is no judgment here.
No.
Whether you've never used the site, maybe you're newer and you didn't even know that we had created one for you, whether you've used it a little bit or whether you use it all the time. We're here to share some information with you today that hopefully you'll find beneficial and really be able to use this great resource that we had. So we'll just wait just a couple more seconds for people to make their selections.
Lock in your vote.
Then lock in your votes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we will ask Jody to put those results up on there. Okay, so 36% within the past month, 27 within the past 6 months. It's been a while, and a few that didn't even know we had one. I love that.
I like that.
I love that.
Mhm.
We have a whole breadth of
Mhm.
opportunities here for people who've used it to give you some new information, and for people who've never used it to share what a great resource this is. So thank you for replying to that. We really appreciate it. Before we actually show you the enhancements, I wanted to share a little bit about the why. Why did we do this? We get questions all the time. How do I enroll a new employee? Or from members, how do I enroll? I just joined this church.
Right.
Or this organization. We hear questions about how do I roll money over, or can I talk to a financial planner? And one of the things that we realized is most of that information was on the site that we created. However, we realized, you know what, we could probably organize it a little bit better. And the platform that we use actually made that opportunity to us available. And so we jumped on that, and we'll show you some of the things that we've done. Um, but really, it was just making this more of a go-to resource for you and for your team. That was really what we wanted to do. And before we go any further, I know you feel very strongly about this, but this site in no way replaces us.
No.
We love
I
to
need
have
a job.
we love to have you call. When you email, we want to hear from you. So that is not the point of this microsite at all. But hopefully, we hope that you will and your employees will find it a real benefit to be able to have this information at your fingertips 24/7. So now we're going to go ahead and do our show and tell. And so I'm really excited as we bring the site up. If we go all the way to the top, one of the first things you're going to notice is that we have a banner up there. If there's something going on at Servant Solutions, maybe a webinar coming up, for example, this one that's coming up next month, or some other information that we want to share with you, you'll find that at the top of this. So it gives your members and even you a reason to keep coming back to this site. Is there something else going on at Servant Solutions that I need to know about? And then if there's information more available, they can just click for details. In this case, it would take them right to the site where they can learn about this upcoming webinar and register for it. And then down below, you're going to see that we've added some photos. For those of you who are familiar with what the site used to look like, we've always had Heidi on there, but we couldn't see her, and she has the best smile. So we are just so glad to be able to have pictures on there just to make it a little warmer, a little friendlier. And then I also don't know if you remember, but our financial planning team just had one person. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, but really excited to be able to see some of the people that are behind the voices that you hear on the phone. We also have our new Servant Solutions logo, and we launched this a couple of weeks ago, and so really excited to share that. But probably the biggest enhancement has been the addition of those tiles at the bottom. Before, we were kind of locked into just a few tiles, and like I mentioned, our platform producer was able to extend the tile opportunity, and we took advantage of it. So one of the first ones that I'd like to point out is the getting started. It's so easy for someone to become a member, but it isn't always easy for them to know that. And so we wanted to make it just really obvious. When you are onboarding someone, just send them to this first tile. They just click that first step one, start your membership application. And then if you use our salary reduction form, they click that step number 2. It's as easy as that, step 1 and 2. And I know, Heidi, you often get questions about people that need to enroll, or even from some of the people, visiting with us today, how do I get my person enrolled?
So this is a great resource because it's right there and for you to use as well as to share with your employees.
Yeah. And if there's any questions along the way, we're going to say this multiple times today. Don't hesitate to call. Heidi's number is still there, right there under her smiling face.
That's the direct
That's
line.
the direct line, so you can get a hold of her. This brings us to our second poll question. And so as we look ahead at that, what is the biggest barrier preventing employees from engaging with their retirement benefits? They don't know where to find information. Retirement feels too far away. The information feels overwhelming. They don't know who to contact. They intend to take action but keep putting it off. Boy, that one resonates with me. I always have I'm going to do it tomorrow, and then the next day and the next day. So we'll give you just a few seconds. Again, pick the one that applies most. I also think it's interesting. Retirement feels too far away. Sometimes it's when you're younger, it does kind of feel too far away.
Yes.
And then sometimes when you're even getting closer, just the opportunity and the ability to retire maybe seems a little bit far away. So let's do our 5-second countdown again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will take a look at our results. All right. They intend to take action, but keep putting it off. Oh, totally understand. Totally understand. They don't know where to find the information. Great. Well, those are all things that we can help with, and hopefully using this site can encourage them to go ahead and take action because we're making it easy for them. Great. Thank you for that input. So going back to our site, the other thing that I wanted to point out, the next, is the forms. And so oftentimes we are asked for information on, where do I get another salary reduction agreement, or how do I change my fund selection? I know you receive a lot of questions on forms, and from talking with many of you with us today, I know that you get these questions as well. And so we have those available. We've kind of lessened the list of forms so it's easier to find and move some things elsewhere. But hopefully that will be really helpful as people are asking for different things. And then the one that I work with a lot of rollovers, and you work on the end of that as well. I have received so many questions from our members. Am I able to roll money from other funds into my Servant Solutions account? And the answer is almost always yes. There are a few situations where we can't, but almost always we can. And so wanted to provide here just a really quick and easy way for them to get that information. And I would encourage you, not right now, not while we're in the middle of the webinar, but after we're done, go to your site and check on some of these links and see where they go. That way you will be able to really know what your employees are looking at. But the first tag there has instructions to request a rollover. We've actually included a script on that to make it really easy. So someone can just know exactly what to say when they call, whoever has their funds to request that rollover. We also have the form that they need to fill out and they can send to them, and then directions. We have a lot of our organizations who work with TIAA, and so we have specific directions for them as well. Now, again, you're going to hear us say this over and over again. Sometimes it's really easy to roll things over. Some of those forms, our form is really easy, but sometimes other forms come back, and if the organization has a form that's 2 pages, they might have a form that's 20 pages they want you to fill out. Call us. We're here to help. We don't want you to walk that journey alone. So always feel free to call us. Another section that we're really excited about are the free legal documents. And that's through our partnership with Principal, who, by the way, Principal has their tile right up to the top right there that you will see. So they know exactly how to access their account with Principal. But we have a list of legal documents. We have wills, there's power of attorney, medical power of attorney. For people who have grandchildren, for a grandma or a Gigi.
That's me.
That's exactly. We love that. And your children are going out of town for the weekend and want to leave the grandchildren with you. There are medical authorizations there. So just a nice variety of legal documents that are absolutely free. And it's included with the membership in Servant Solutions. So we wanted to really highlight that and make sure that people were aware of that. Now, having said that, they are on Principal's website, but Principal didn't make it terribly easy to find it. There's not a big icon that says free documents. So we added the how to access legal documents link there. And that would be a step-by-step approach on how to find those documents on Principal's website.
And they'll need to have their access to their account on Principal to do that.
Very good. Great reminder. Yes, it's only for members of Servant Solutions. And then I mentioned a little bit earlier our financial planning support. And let's just take a look at that picture, Heidi. When we started with this, we only had Jerry on there. And that team has grown to have 4 financial planners, and we are just thrilled. This is something that's really important to us. We don't want anyone who is a member here to feel like they are walking this journey alone. And so we've added 3 more members to that team. They are all wonderful.
4 stars right there.
There you go. And so someone can just click that link there to book a meeting. It will have each of the 4 individuals named. So if you have someone that you have already built a relationship with, or you've heard something about and you want to meet with them in particular, you can choose them. Or if you're just looking for maybe even a quick answer and you just want whoever has some time available, you can see all of their calendars and pick the person that can best meet your need at that time. So again, just a wonderful, exciting thing that we've had to have this growth in that area. So the last section that I want to talk about here is the frequently asked questions. How do I create a will? How do I change the monthly amount I'm contributing? How do I change my beneficiaries? Those are maybe some of the questions that you've even fielded. Certainly there are questions that we've heard, and Heidi had a lot of input into this section. So, and this is where I would also like to say, as you hear other questions coming up, we want this site to be working for you. So we appreciate your feedback. I'm going to share in a little bit how we got some of the feedback for a couple of these tiles. But if you have questions that you're being asked regularly, let us know.
Yes.
We're going to see if we can't add it to this, or maybe we need to create another tile to do that. So anyway, I'm just really excited to be able to share those updates with you. And now we want to go to our next poll question. Which really is going to ask which of these microsite features will be most helpful to your employees. The getting started, popular forms, free legal documents, rollover instructions, or frequently asked questions. Do you have a guess, Heidi?
I would say popular forms.
Popular forms.
Mhm.
That kind of covers a broad range of things. So that could be the one that everybody chooses. All right, let's do the 5-minute count. 5-minute count. 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and Jody will pop those results up for us.
Oh, I was
Getting started. That's a really good one.
frequently asked questions.
Frequently asked questions.
That's behind
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Great, very helpful. And like I said, as you see other things or think of other things that might be helpful on this site, don't hesitate to let us know. We want to hear that information. So, so far, Heidi and I have been doing most of the talking, all of the talking. And so we are really excited today, not only to show you the site, but to welcome our good friend Megan Sutton from Crossings Community Church, who has been
Hi,
using
ladies.
the site for a long time. Welcome, Megan.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. We are delighted to have you. And as I mentioned, you've been using this site for a while, and I'm going to brag on you for just a minute because I still remember standing in your office and you were talking about, oh, when I'm onboarding someone, I tell them Heidi's tile, click here to enroll, and then you go to this other tile and click number 2 for your thing. And I thought at that point, wouldn't it be nice if those were just together? And then when we were able to create a new tile, that was one of the first things that we did. And Megan was in mind. So thank you for that feedback, for not only using it, but just kind of inspiring us what to do next. Yeah, so tell us a little about yourself and your role at Crossings.
So I've been on staff at Crossings Community Church for almost 4 years. I'm the HR manager. My official title is Manager of People and Culture, but that's just a fancy way of saying HR. But I've attended Crossings going on 9 years. So.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Well, again, thank you for being here. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Just hopefully your experience can help the others that are on our call today. So, how do you use the site at Crossings?
So we use it in a multitude of different ways. The number one usage is during our onboarding for our new hires. I send an email because I'm kind of type A. Sorry, y'all. And we'll have it sent out the morning of orientation. So when we're going over all of the benefits that Crossings offers, we also walk through the website. I tell them how to enroll, and they already have the link in their email. So they're not asking, and I'm not forgetting later. So that's our easiest way to use it.
I love that. So you're incorporating it while you're doing onboarding. And how else do you incorporate the site with your other employees?
So a lot of people don't quite understand how rollovers work in between leaving one organization and coming to Crossings. So the added piece or like box of rollovers has been huge here, and we really appreciate that tile because it's not easy. You don't know who to call, you don't know who to contact, but if I can send them the link, the v-enrollment link, and say, here you go, they can click on it and then they can walk it through the way. That way, when they have time, and then we're not really the middleman, it's their
Mhm.
responsibility and they can get it figured out.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's such a great use for that. So tell us, what is one of your favorite things to use on the site?
The new forms, that's been huge. Keeping track of paper forms in a world that's pretty much all technology, it's been
Hmm.
huge to have it in an email because
Hmm.
everyone has their computer, everyone has their phone, and you're not trying to say, hey, you turned in 5 of 6 pages. Where's the sixth page? It's all done and it goes straight to you guys. So that's been huge.
That's great. I love hearing that. As you think about using this, you don't. It seems like it gives your employees an opportunity where you're giving them a great resource. You're not just saying go figure it out on your own.
Mhm. Right. They take ownership of going through it as well. And when we're in orientation, we go over how to use it, what other options we have, like the free legal documents that you were talking about earlier, as well as contact information. Money is not always an easy topic to discuss with people. And
Mhm.
so talking to you guys may be easier than talking to like myself or my leader, Lynn, who are both in HR because they don't know you. They're not going to see you every day for whatever reason. So that has been huge to like give them the freedom and the ownership as well.
That's a great point. I
Mhm.
think that's something that we don't always think about, but money is a very personal topic. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's wonderful to have somebody kind of a little bit removed. We still want that
Yeah.
relationship, but a little bit
Mm-hmm.
removed to be able to talk. And I think that's one of the reasons that our financial planning team has
Mhm.
grown so much.
Yes.
They have such wonderful expertise and they have done so well with so many of our members. But it's also, they're not seeing them every day or every other
They're not
day
seeing
in the
them in the
office.
hall and asking about their kids. It's a completely different
Exactly.
relationship.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to share today about the site that you've enjoyed that I didn't ask you about?
I really enjoy all the changes. Everything's in their own little tile versus what it was. And it was just like a list of links.
Hmm.
So that's been huge. We really appreciate it here at Crossings.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Megan, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. Like we said, it's
You're
one thing
welcome.
for us to say, hey, we're excited about
Mhm.
this, but to hear how you're using it, and that relates to everybody that is joining us today. So thank you again, not only for participating, but thank you so much for being such a great partner with
Yeah.
us. Have a
Thank you so
great
much for
day.
having me.
Thank you.
Meg-
Bye, guys.
So, one of the things that I love that Megan shared is the value of the site isn't just having the resource. What you want to do is have your employees continue to go to that. So, she starts at onboarding, introducing the
Right.
site, and then every opportunity that she has, she's sending them back to that site.
Mhm.
And I think that's a great segue into something else that we have created for you. And some of you are using this, some may be new to this. But we have created emails that come out to you on a regular basis. And what I love about this is we have done the work for you. And so we have a picture of one here, and it comes very simply from us. And it will, the top part will say, if we can scroll up just a little bit,
Great.
perfect. It'll have your name. So, hi, Heidi. It'll tell you just a little bit about whatever feature we're doing with a video or whatever related topic. And then just below that, you'll see information that you can just forward to your employees. So that top section is for you. All you have to do is delete that and then forward and send the rest of this to your team. And so there's a little message for your team. It will point them to one of the videos on the site and then have a little bit of a follow-up message. But the beautiful thing is that this is from you to your employees. All you have to do is delete that top section and send the rest on. So I don't know about you, but oftentimes I get to work in the morning and I have all of these emails. And so when you get this email, I don't want you to think, oh man, there's just another email that I have to read. And yeah, this is something that can really help you to promote this benefit that you're giving your employees. And it is a benefit. Think about that. I mean, some of our organizations are able to offer a contribution or a match. Some aren't able to do that. But we still have free legal documents over $1,000 value. The financial planning, that roadmap, we benchmarked that in Indianapolis, $2,500. These are great benefits, completely free that you're offering to your employees. So tout those. And this is one way that we can continue to help you tout those. We found, and one of the reasons we really were interested in doing this to begin with, is we found that a lot of people will sign up with us and then kind of forget about us. And before you know it, several years have gone by. We're reaching out, but maybe not as consistent, or not. They're not getting as much education as we would like them to have. And so this is one way that we're able to help do that. And so we have these emails going out quarterly at least, and usually a couple other times of year for some special things, and just really encourage you to use those. To let your employees know you have this benefit. You have these resources available to you. We're giving this to you and we're here to support you. So we hope that you'll take advantage of that and send that out to your employees. If you haven't done that yet, no problem. If you will just write in the chat, restart, we'll start you with a new series that will have a welcome video from our president. A couple weeks later, you'll get another video that really introduces the site. And then after that, you'll be on that quarterly rotation, plus a couple extra a year. But it's just a simple way that we can partner with you to let your employees know about this great benefit that your organization is offering, and also help educate them along the way. And that brings us to our next poll.
Hey.
And so Jody's going to bring that one up.
Great. Okay. So what additional support would help you introduce the enhanced retirement microsite to your employees? A ready to send employee email, a one-page printable handout, a short introductory video, a live employee education session. No additional support is needed.
Wouldn't we love to know additional support? They have everything they need, but actually we're here to support you. So we are anxious to see what you have here. And it's kind of interesting because some of these things we're doing, but it's what is the most helpful? What do you want us to do more of?
What are we doing right?
What are we doing right? And what would you like to see more of? So, and again, maybe there's something that we didn't list on here. So maybe it's not that no additional support is needed, but they have an idea for something else. Let us know. We are here for you. We want to help you make your job easier and continue to let you focus on the ministry that you're working with. So do you want to do the 5-second countdown this time?
Here we go, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You do that much better than I do.
Oh,
alrighty. Oh, ready to send employee email. That's great because that's part of what we have. The one-page printable handout, great. We can provide that. Short introductory video, live employee education session. I just love that no additional support is needed.
I know. That was the right answer, not the answer.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been so fun to get responses as we're going through this interaction. Yeah. So that kind of concludes the presentation part that we have today. We really are excited about being able to share this with you. But before we end, we have a drawing to do.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Have a drawing to do. And here's what we have. Again, you're all going to get a $5 gift card. So don't forget that. We hope you will enjoy that. But we also have a drawing here for our organizer and the blanket and we didn't show this earlier, the hat with our new logo.
It's so cool.
Oh, do you want to try it? Yep, monochromatic. And then also a nice tumbler with Servant Solutions. So, okay, drum roll, please. Who is our winner today, Heidi?
Jen Knox.
Jen Knox, congratulations from Meadow Park. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll reach out to you to find out where's the best place to send your Somebody's upset they lost. Dave
Yeah.
Booth from our team.
Sorry, you were not eligible.
Anyway, but Jen, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you all for what you do.
Yeah.
We are so privileged to be able to serve you, to serve your teams. It is our honor. And so, just one takeaway that you have from this, if you would just use the site and share the site. We really want it to be something that is advantageous for you, that your team can use, that you can use, that really helps. And you know, it's been interesting because we built this to make it easier for people to find what they want. But as again, this website doesn't change the heart of who we are or what we do. We welcome those calls. You still have Heidi. You
Yes.
still have me. You have Carol. You
Yes.
have Faith. Everybody that you've gotten to know, the financial planning team. We are all still here to support you, and we want to support you. So keep those calls coming. This website is simply just another way for us to serve you better in a better way and make things easier for you. So, any closing words?
Well, one of the things I just wanted to point out while we were talking, there were questions coming in. There were people asking, how do I find the URL for my site? And so
we'll send those out.
We will get back with you on where to locate those.
Absolutely. We'll send those out. We have a lot of our organizations that will actually put this on their intranet side, or if you have an HR section of your website, if you can put this on there too, that's really helpful to have that available for your staff to use. Great questions. I don't see any other questions. We see a restart, so we'll definitely do that. If any of you have other questions, or maybe you didn't put restart in here and you want to get restarted on that, we will be happy to help you do that. So again, any closing comments from you?
Keep calling, keep emailing. I look forward to each and every conversation we can have.
Again, we are so grateful for the opportunity to serve you and your organization. We pray for you. And we just are so grateful for the work that you're doing for the kingdom. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes. See you later.
Bye.